Okay. Situation. Loss and grief affect not only the clients and their families, but also the nurse who care for them. It is essential for the nurse to have a thorough understanding of the client's loss and the meaning of loss to the client. So this is really familiar, or this is really evident, no? Especially if you're going to be assigned to some areas like halimbawa medical, surgical, or ICU na kung saan hindi talaga natin maiiwasan na may mawawala or the patient will die from the illness. So, mahalaga na dapat we should separate our feelings or our emotions towards the client, and of course being a professional nurse para mas maging effective tayo as a bedside nurse. Okay? So number one, Josie is a 69-year-old client who is terminally ill with advanced cancer of the cervix. So meron daw siyang advanced cancer of the cervix. So along the way, guys, of course, before we proceed, I'm going to give you some keywords, or we're going to give you some words that you have to remember when answering certain topics or certain questions. So these keywords will going to help you analyze, or going to we're going to help you to think for the best answer. So pag minsan pag naalala mo yung keyword, mas madaling matandaan yung concept. So okay? So in this case, si patient daw ay terminally ill and meron siyang advanced cancer of the cervix. So most probably pag sinabi nating advanced cancer of the cervix, maybe nasa late stage na siya ng cancer, no? So usually pag nasa late stage na yung cancer, sometimes these are the things, or these are some moments na irreversible na yung condition ni patient. So pag sinabi nating irreversible, ibig sabihin yung endpoint niya is death. Okay? So to assist and comfort her, what should the nurse do? Okay, is it letter A, provide support to the client? Letter B, attend to her physical needs? Letter C, assess continuously the client's condition? Or letter D, assess the client's understanding of her illness and impending death? Okay, what is your answer, guys? You can type down your answers. Okay, may nagsagot ng letter D. Okay, so una sa lahat, di ba alam na natin na siya ay terminally ill cancer. So therefore, anong usually na binibigay natin dito? Anong klaseng care? Starts with letter P. Starts with letter P. Palliative care. Very good, Sir John. Okay, so palliative care na lang ang binibigay natin dito. So knowing the palliative care, ano kaya dito ang pinakamalapit na answer sa palliative care? The answer is letter B, attend to her physical needs. Okay. So when you say attending to her physical needs, you are assisting the patient towards a peaceful death. So you're giving actually dignity and of course peaceful death na kung saan hindi siya masa-stress or hindi siya mag-aalala pa sa anong magiging kahinatnan ng kanyang condition. So what will be your focus in this case? So we have your physiologic needs. So sabi nga natin kanina, physical needs, personal hygiene, ambulation, movement, kung nakakagalaw pa or nakakalakad pa si patient, hydration or elimination, yung pag-ihi niya at pagpupo. Next is homeostasis. So pag sinabi natin homeostasis, guys, this is your balance, okay? Yung balance ng mga systems natin sa katawan. So that includes your nutrition and assist in sensory changes. So most of the time, if the patient is in the terminal phase of cancer, nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating sensory changes. So minsan hindi na sila makausap ng maayos. Sometimes pathophysiologically affected ang kanilang mata, okay, bulag na sila, or kaya hindi na sila makarinig or bingi na sila, or there are times that they are psychologically unstable. So you have to remember that to assist them in the sensory changes na kung ano man meron sila. Next is palliative care, sabi nga natin kanina. So that includes your pain management. Okay? So most of the time, si patient po during the palliative phase or during the terminal ill phase, sila ay prone to pain or mas madalas sila makaramdam ng pain. So dapat alam din natin yung pain management natin dito. Okay?